Hey, episode 3. Alright, this is going to be a short episode today. I got some work I got to be taking care of for the next 2 or 3 weeks, so probably not going to be on the server as much. You probably noticed right there a significant boost in my speed. That's because the beacons, which I moved down, now have a full, like the gold pyramid is complete underneath them. Last night I worked for maybe 2 hours, and I killed as many zombie pigmen as I could with my looting sword, which is very near death. I got done with about half the pyramid. Today they released the 1.4.3 pre-release, and I ran a test. I tried to run a test in single player where I used NBT edit to change my sword enchantment from looting 3 to basically as high as it could go, you know, some millions number. And I was disappointed that it wasn't working. Like when I first went back into the single player world, I noticed right away that it still said looting 3, and I figured, you know, maybe the number's so ridiculously high that it can't show me anything, or maybe it can't show me anything past what the game is supposed to show you for that enchantment, which I don't think is true, because I'm pretty sure it can go up to 10 from what I've seen in other people's videos, where I've seen it actually display it as, you know, looting X or whatever, enchantment X for 10. So I was really disappointed that it wasn't working, because I had done it before, not necessarily with looting, but with other things like extreme efficiency and stuff, just for the fun of it. And actually, I did do it with looting once before, but I didn't really pay attention to whether or not it showed a different number. But I was really disappointed in single player. You know, it was just a test anyway, so I kind of just gave up. And then I opened up the server, and I killed the zombie pigmen, and I realized that out of habit, I went into the servers directory to grab my player dat file instead of my single player world. So I ended up changing my looting enchantment on this sword on the server instead of in my single player world, and I killed one zombie pigman and almost crashed the game because of how much loot dropped when I killed him. I got so much gold from him that I honestly could not craft the gold nuggets into gold ingots, and the gold ingots into gold blocks fast enough that I probably lost more than half of the gold that he dropped just because I wasn't quick enough. But I ended up getting so much gold that I was able to complete this gold pyramid here. And I am fully aware that that is cheating. And lucky for me, I made a backup of the server just prior to updating to the 1.4.3 pre-release. So I actually have a backup of the, you know, of the whole world, so I can easily go into MC Edit and copy and put in the old one, so I still have the proper amount of gold and whatever. So I don't have any of that cheaty gold that I got. So that's good. I'm looking forward to that. But for now, I just kind of wanted to experiment with the range of a full beacon. I am very disappointed with it, to be honest with you, because I'm already out of the range. It's ridiculous how low or how small the range is. The reason I even moved the beacon from up there to down here, because I mean theoretically it's going to look the same, because all you're really seeing is the beam. But the reason I moved it down is because the vertical distance gave me, you know, a couple more blocks down here when it was moved down. And when you're up here, you're not gonna walk out of the range, because you've got it, you know, probably up even all the way up to to the ceiling. So, but it's good to see that I basically need to duplicate that setup, and probably, I mean, I guess I could put it up here above the ceiling, and, you know, over here throughout my track, and, you know, help out the other guys on their track. While I was hunting zombie pigmen last night, I killed thousands of wither skeletons, and I now have a total of 18 wither skeleton skulls, so I'm already well on my way to getting another 4 beacons. I mean, I could get more than 4 with that amount of wither skeleton skulls, so that's great. By the way, I'm going to give you a little tip on fighting zombie pigmen. If you fight them on a ground that's half slab or any type of full block, basically any block, if you fight them on any block, you're at a disadvantage. Because, I mean, you can run away, or even, I think, walk away at the same rate that they walk/run towards you. But in order to hit them, like if you're going to use your bow, you slow down so they get closer to you, and, you know, theoretically that is still an advantage, because you can maintain your distance and kill them one by one. But I don't have looting on my bow, so I definitely want to be killing them with my sword. So the trick is, normally when they're chasing you, if you're moving backwards and going like this, and then slowing down for a brief second so they'll get a little bit closer to you so you can hopefully hit the guy before he hits you, chances are he's going to hit you first. And with zombie pigmen, they are ungodly strong. I mean, it's ridiculous. I made a, what are they called? An iron golem at another fortress to help take care of the blazes around me while I was hunting wither skeletons. And he did a great job taking out those blazes. But when I left and came back, and some zombie pigmen spawned, he went right after them and didn't kill a single one before they had swarmed him and killed him. And, like, seriously, it looked like 2 seconds before he was completely gone. So these guys are ruthless, because iron golems, I believe, other than bosses, I believe they have the most hit points of anything in the game. So, yeah, they're not to be messed with. But here's the trick. If you're on soul sand, you have a distinct advantage because they are moving very slowly. So you can continue to do the technique where you would hit them and then slow down a little bit. But because they're moving so slow, the increment that they'll get close to you, if you're going like this and then stopping and then going like this as they're getting close to you, the increment of how much they're closing in each time you do that is a lot smaller. So you can really you can greatly improve your chances of killing them without dying. As you can see, I have 50 levels. That is a technique that I definitely employed while I was hunting them. You know, you're probably going to die regardless, but it is pretty great to be able to fight them that way. The only thing you really got to worry about is whether or not there's zombie pigmen behind you. Because if there's a cluster of them over here and another cluster of them over here, and I aggravate these guys, and it takes me long enough to kill them that while I'm backing up attacking them, I get close to that one, those guys are going to get aggravated and come after me, and I'm not going to see them until they already start attacking me from behind. So that's one thing you really got to watch out for, because they will just kill the crap out of you. I mean, they'll literally, you won't even know what hits you before you're completely gone. So anyway, that's a little tip. It's worked really well for me in the past. Or I should say last night, which is when I basically figured it out. Which is how I was able to get so many which is how I was able to get so many so much gold last night when I was trying to make some progress on the beacon. So anyway, I guess I'm probably gonna call it an end right now. I got some work to do, but hopefully this being a shorter episode, or at least I felt like it was a shorter episode, hopefully it'll upload quicker, because I've been having a lot of problems uploading my previous episodes. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take it easy.